Welcome to the National Drug Screening Video Blog Series. My name is Tom Fulmer. I'm the Vice President of Business Development, and I will be hosting this series. You can find out more information on our website and visiting our blog at www.nationaldrugscreening.com, where we help employers and individuals better understand drug testing policies and trends, and how to have a drug-free workplace. Today's guest is going to be Mr. Joe Riley. He's the President of National Drug Screening. He's also the former chair of DAISHA, the Drug and Alcohol Testing Industry Association, and current board member. Mr. Riley's been consulting in the industry since 1993, and we'd like to welcome him to the show today. The topic of today's show is third-party administrators or consortiums. So, Joe, why would companies hire a TPA instead of running a drug and alcohol testing program, internally within their own company?
Well, Tom, as you know, the term TPA stands for third-party administrator, and the DOT drug and alcohol regulations coined actually the term Consortium/TPA or C/TPA. Now, the TPA is an overall entity that's combining multiple services that are required in the DOT drug testing program for DOT regulated employers. The TPA might also be providing multiple services for non-regulated employers. What's important about using a TPA as opposed to an employer managing all those services themselves is professionalism, efficiency, and really getting it done right and preventing any exposures to liability. The TPA is the professional that can combine the services of the specimen collection, the laboratory analysis, the review and the reporting by the MRO, computer software systems to report results and to house results moving forward, providing the employer with reports that they may need for the program, and helping them manage the random selection and notification process.
Well, excellent. You touched on a few of the services that TPAs offer. What are some of the other services that the TPA may offer in addition to just the managing of the testing itself that may be beneficial to companies?
Well, regarding drug and alcohol testing programs, the TPA that is servicing both DOT regulated employers and non-regulated employers provides a good laundry list of services. But again, some of them, as I mentioned, the specimen collection, the laboratory analysis, the medical review officer, the reporting and the storing of results, MIS or Management Information System reports, random selections, random for notifications, answering questions about the drug testing process, assisting with company drug-free workplace policies, employee education, supervisor training, and there's more. There's a lot of services that the TPA can offer to the employer.
Okay. Are there any services or any responsibilities that the company may have that the TPA should not provide that should only be done by the company?
Well, one thing that's important to realize for a DOT regulated employer, that employer is responsible for compliance. So they're relying on a TPA to help them with compliance, but they're not outsourcing that function of responsibility. So the TPA pretty much handles everything for the employer. There's a couple of things that they do not do and cannot do. One is making the reasonable suspicion determination when someone is showing signs and symptoms of being under the influence. So the TPA can provide the training and education so that supervisors in the company can make those determinations. They need to be made by the supervisor, not the TPA. Another one is in the follow-up testing program, which occurs when an employee has had previous drug or alcohol positive test results, and they've gone through a rehab program with a substance abuse professional. They've come back to work with a return to duty test, and now they're required to have follow-up testing, a minimum of 6 tests per year for a minimum of 1 year up to 5 years. The determination of the exact date and time of that follow-up test should be a function of the DER in the company, the designated employer representative, not a function of the TPA. The TPA can remind the DER that follow-up testing should be done, but the actual date and time should be determined by the company's designated employer representative.
Excellent. So if someone is looking to potentially hire a TPA or find the right one that's the fit for their company, what are some things they should be looking for to make sure that the TPA is a good fit for that particular company's needs?
Great question. To find a good TPA that's a good fit for you, for an employer, and for their drug testing needs, the first thing they should determine is, does the TPA answer the phone? And can you get service from the TPA? And do they know what they're talking about? Can they handle service throughout the United States? Do they have a good technology platform to report drug test results, alcohol test results, and to store those results, and to be able to provide the appropriate reports back to the employer that they need, including the required MIS reports or management information system reports? And just overall, is the TPA knowledgeable in drug and alcohol testing and DOT regulations? Is it their main business? I would never advise a company to use a urgent care clinic or a medical care clinic as their TPA. Those facilities can collect urine and send it off to the laboratory and probably do a great job when someone has a broken arm, but I don't think they know much about DOT regulations. So a couple of main things, again, Tom, is, do they answer the phone? Are they knowledgeable? Are they professional? Do they know the DOT regulations inside and out?
Excellent. Well, thank you, Mr. Riley, for joining us today and answering the questions about a CTPA or third-party administrator. For more information on TPAs or what services they provide, you can visit us on our website at www.nationaldrugscreening.com. Check out our blog. We have some great information. We also have a great search feature there. You can type in pretty much anything you're looking for about drug-free workplace programs, policies, or anything related to drug testing. So check back with our next video blog series. We've got some great topics coming up soon.